Hi, Tim Bost here with FinancialCyclesWeekly.com, and we're concerned with letting you know about the financial deception and delusion that's possible for you personally during 2015. This is stuff that can actually be pretty alarming unless we're paying attention to it, and our goal here at Financial Cycles Weekly is to make sure that you have the tools you need for your financial success using the Astro-Money Advantage, and that's why we've come up with our Astro-Money Planning Calendar for 2015. You can get a copy absolutely free at bit.ly/2015moneyplan. You can connect with that and download the PDF of this calendar. Now, the purpose of this video is to help explain some of the dynamics that show up in this calendar. As you can see, it's all color-coded, and one of the colors that we've got going for us here represents 2 times during the year when delusion, deception, and confusion really have the capacity for messing up your personal finances as well as your business finances, your trading if you're involved in the markets, your investments in other areas. These are times that require some special attention from you during 2015. And it's all because of the impact of the planet Neptune. Now, Neptune is the planet that's most associated with confusion, the power of the imagination, the power to create movies in the mind, to dream big. But it can also be delusion and just plain old outright deception. Either being deceived by other people or perhaps even more importantly, self-deception, when we fooled ourselves into believing that things are not as they truly are. So that's what Neptune is all about. Now, during the course of the year in 2015, there are 2 times when Neptune will slow down and change directions. And as it does so, it is virtually at a standstill for an extended period of time between June 2nd and June 22nd, about a 3-week period then. And then also in November, that time frame is a little bit shorter. We're flagging between November 11th and November 26th. These are the critical times when Neptune is going to have its strongest impact, and we need to know how to handle that. Now, during these 2 Neptune times that we've just mentioned in 2015, you're going to want to pay particular attention to the money planets in your personal natal horoscope. And if any of those money planets are at any of these degree areas that we've got listed here, you're going to need to pay special attention to those dynamics because it's going to have a stronger impact on you. That's between 21 and 26 degrees of the cardinal signs, or between 6 and 11 degrees of the mutable signs of the zodiac. If you've got a money planet in any of those locations, then you're going to want to pay particular attention. Now, here's how we're going to handle this. If your personal money planets are, in fact, in one of these degree areas, that means the Neptune influence is going to be especially strong for you. So you're going to need to take some extra steps to watch your money, preserve your capital if you're involved in trading, or making sure that you've got money set aside and have a capital base built up. Be cautious about signing any kinds of new contracts, reaching any kind of key money agreements during these time frames if you have a money planet in your chart at one of these degree areas during that time. Now, you're likely to get very, very confused about important money matters during these times, so that's why we want to caution you ahead of time. If a money planet in your chart is influenced by Neptune during one of these 2 time frames, then the confusion can become almost overwhelming, but you can protect yourself if you're prepared ahead of time. That's the reason we're sharing this information here today. So during these times then, if you have a money planet in your chart that's aspected, you want to think twice before you put any new money at risk, taking any kind of big plunges in the markets, or buying into a new business, or if it looks too good to be true, it probably is, especially during this particular time frame. Now, you can also kind of flip into the opposite mode. Instead of things looking too good to be true, they can look worse than they actually are, and you may in fact imagine the worst in many financial situations. What we want to do is be very, very careful here not to let those thoughts of the worst possible outcome manifest themselves and turn into reality. So all this applies to you if your personal money planets are in these degree areas. But if they are not in those degree areas, then you have a little easier time of it. But this is still a couple of periods during the year, that period in June, that period in November, when we want to be careful. These are times when we need to be cautious about buying into get-rich-quick fantasies and illusions. Again, for all of us, if things look too good to be true, they almost certainly are, but you're not likely to be quite as strongly swayed by them if you don't have a money planet in one of those degree areas. We still need to not let down our guard during those times, however. We want to use those times in a constructive and proactive fashion. These are the times when you can create some new financial clarity in your life, but you have to be proactive. You have to create the goals, the models, the ideas about what you want to accomplish financially. If you do so at those times, it can have an enormous positive impact on you. We want to be sure to decide what's real in your finances. How do things actually stand? Pay attention during those specific times, and also be able to identify what encourages monetary fantasies for you. Like the idea that if I'm out buying a lottery ticket every week, I'm really going to strike it rich. Well, that does in fact happen with some individuals, but the odds are pretty slim. During these Neptune times, it's easy to get suckered into the fantasies about money, and so we want to be cautious about that and be clear about what's real. What's real is I'm spending a couple of bucks on a lottery ticket, and I'm likely not to see that money again. So if we stay realistic, we'll be better off during that time. But at the same time, we want to be alert to mind-boggling opportunities during these time frames if you don't have a money planet that's under fire from Neptune during that period in June and that period in November. And the key word here is mind-boggling, things that really stir your imagination, take you to a new perspective, put things in a totally different light. That's what we want to be paying attention to at those times. Doesn't mean that we necessarily take advantage of them, but we want to be alert to them and get informed about them, and so we can use our imagination then to start creating new ways of improving our financial circumstances. So take a look at what you're doing, dream big, and write it down, add some form to the imagination, and it will be much, much more effective. So this is what will happen for you during these times if you do not have a money planet in one of those degree areas. So the obvious question here is, do you have a money planet in one of those degree areas? And in order to find that out, you need to know how to find the money planets in your horoscope. That's why we have the training program that's available in how to find the money in your horoscope. We offer these classes periodically. We have a new class starting soon, and you can find out about that at bit.ly/HTFM class. It will give you the information on the upcoming registration period for this class and how to find the money in your horoscope. Valuable, valuable information at a lot of levels, but especially if you're going to be able to plan effectively for the year ahead. So go to bit.ly/HTFM class, and that will get you the information on class registration. So be careful during these times of potential deception and delusion financially during the year 2015. Use your horoscope and your knowledge of the money in your horoscope to plan effectively. And of course, we recommend that you use this tool that we've developed here for you free of charge. bit.ly/2015 money plan will get you your copy as a download of the 2015 Astro-Money Planning Calendar. So this is Tim Bost for FinancialCyclesWeekly.com. Thanks for watching, and good luck for you during 2015.